Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell, and today I'd like to share with you 6 daily positive thoughts that vaporize negativity and amplify abundance. So, do you want to accomplish something great and make your life matter? Well, then it's time to take action. But with every action, an achievement that follows starts with a thought, or an idea, or an opinion, or a vision of what it is that you actually want and where you want to end up. This is why thoughts are so powerful, and having a set of daily positive thoughts is essential to erasing the self-destructive patterns and negative behaviors that are blocking you from moving forwards. So after coaching over 5.8 million people worldwide, I've found that the following 6 daily positive thoughts are exceptionally powerful in reprogramming your brain for success. So are you ready for the 6 tips? Fantastic. So tip number 1 is to take a step every day towards my goal, whether it's big or small. So even if you can't do everything today, there's always something that you can do that will bring you closer to your goals. So remember, just taking a small step is far better than standing in place and going nowhere. And if you ever look at where it is that you want to end up, and you get overwhelmed because of all the work that's in front of you and you're focusing on the mountain of work that's ahead, then to overcome that, what I recommend is that you just stop, you take a breath, and just ask the question, what is my next step? Focus on one step. What is that next right step? And then once you complete that, focus on the next one. It really helps to overcome the overwhelm and helps to keep your momentum moving forward. Okay, tip number 2 is I had the courage to face my fears. You know, the difference between people who are successful and those that are still on their way to success is that we all feel the fear, but successful people don't stay there. They feel the fear, they acknowledge that they have fear. They take a breath and ask, well, where is this coming from? What is this teaching me? What is the opportunity that I have here to either learn more about myself, to release an old program, or just to lean in and to start moving forward and move through my fear? Now, fear makes us human, and even the most successful people have fears. Actually, most successful people have fear, but unlike most people, successful people are also committed to their goals, that they're happy to face their fears and to explore beyond their comfort zone. So I encourage you to get comfortable outside your comfort zone. And the easiest way to shift into this mindset is to do something that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable every day until your mind starts being comfortable with the uncomfortable. You want to get to a place where you're so far outside your comfort zone that there is no comfort zone. So when you're living in the unknown, when you're living in the possibility of what could happen, and you get comfortable out there, that's when you get to a place where you can really invite some amazing, serendipitous, beautiful, delicious surprises into your life. Things that you could never have planned for. Okay, so tip number 3 is I'm right where I need to be, and I embrace the challenges and the opportunities that are facing me right now. And I choose to learn and grow. So when it comes to challenges, you know, I strongly believe that everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is happening for my highest good, and everything's showing up exactly the way that it's supposed to, and unfolding perfectly. So if I have an opportunity or I have a challenge or something in front of me, I choose to learn and grow from those opportunities. Sadness and anger and disappointment and grief are inescapable realities of life. But when you consciously focus on gratitude, it's possible not only to deal with these challenges more gracefully, but also to find wisdom, lessons, and even opportunities in them. You see, when you're focusing on the challenge, you're in a lower vibrational emotion. When you're focusing on the challenges, what you focus on expands, so all you're doing is attracting more of the same. So we need to get out of this low frequency, this low energy of emotions, and get into something higher. And the fastest way to do that is gratitude. So even if it's something like spending time being grateful for the fact that the sun is shining, that you have a roof over your head, you know, that you have friends around you or family that can support you. Find the little things. sit in that gratitude, really amplify the emotion of gratitude, and then from that place, that's where you'll start to see all the opportunities that you have and how you can solve any challenge that you have in front of you. Okay, so tip number 4 is I'm brave enough to embrace my true power and I have full control over my life. Now, your reality is created by your thoughts, emotions, and actions in every moment. And the sooner that you embrace this concept, the easier it is for you to move from a state of disempowerment to conscious empowerment. So let me explain it to you this way. When you want to move towards a goal, and when you want to decide what it is that you want in life and set an intention and set your goals, it has to become a thought first. So you create this visualization in your mind. Now, the more that you do that, and the more that you bring in all of your senses, so rather than seeing yourself as a character in a movie in your visualization, you're actually in the scene, smelling, tasting, feeling, hearing everything that's going on in that moment. Now, because you're making that scene so real, your subconscious mind starts to believe that this is your reality. So then it starts to create new neural pathways in your brain that have thoughts traveling from your subconscious mind to your conscious mind that are in alignment with this beautiful scene that you've created and the reality that you're creating in your mind. Now, when you have thoughts that are in alignment with that, they start to automatically change your actions. So now you find it easier to get out of bed to exercise in the morning. You find it easier to make those calls or to set up those business relationships. All the things that were a challenge before now become easier because your thoughts and your actions are in alignment. Then what you want to do is make sure that your emotions, that when you're doing these visualizations, you're feeling what it's like to already be there. So when you have that trifecta, thoughts, actions, and emotions, you are now a complete vibrational match to what it is that you want to attract. So every time you choose to learn from a painful or challenging situation, every time you choose a positive and uplifting thought over the negative chatter that brings you down, and every time you choose to take responsibility for your own happiness, you are tapping into your own authentic power. So do it as often as you can to really become that vibrational match. Okay, so tip number 5 is that I release my desire to be perfect. I am already good enough to be loved and accepted. Now, I know that I'm worthy just as I am. Everyone wants to be a better parent or a better friend or lover or professional and so on. Yet focusing too intensely on perfection could damage you more than help you. Perfection is a bottleneck. And normally you'll find that it's one of these behaviors or these patterns that is connected to a deeper limiting belief. Maybe as a child you were told that you had to get better grades. Maybe you had a lot of expectation from your parents or your teachers to do well. And so you have this need to be perfect because you believe that without being perfect, you can't be loved or you can't be successful or you can't have the life that you want. You see, humans are imperfect by nature and there is beauty in imperfection. So instead of focusing on perfection, work hard towards your dreams, strive for excellence, and trust that you've done your very best to achieve them. Don't set the bar too high for yourself. Celebrate all the little wins and really appreciate the job that you're doing and know that you're doing it well. Okay, so tip number 6 is that I don't need the approval of others because I approve of myself. And I know that my approval is the only kind that matters. So apart from the elusive quest for perfection, expecting everyone to like you is another futile pursuit. The thing is, when we're in an exchange with another human being, what we don't realize is that what they bring to that exchange is what's happened in their day, what's happening at home, what their environment is, their culture, their religion, their upbringing. All of these factors are now coming into this one moment where they're having this exchange with you. Now, you can't control any of that. They're looking at you and everybody else through the filter of their history. So the key is to stop chasing external approval and discover and embrace your deepest personal truths. Now, this makes you immune to people's unsolicited judgments and opinions, and it frees you to live your highest potential. Remember, you have no control over what other people think about you, and you can't take it personally. So set your standard, live up to that, and make sure that you're always doing your best. Now, before I go, I would love to hear from you. Do you have any other favorite quotes that have helped you manifest more wealth and abundance into your life? Now, I'm sure that our community would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. My name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.